Hello.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hi, I'm Dana.
And I'm Erin.
And we are here to talk to you about our newest fragrance launch for spring, summer, our global collection.
Yes.
Very excited. Now, this did release to luminaries already. So this is the public launch, and we are very, very excited.
New year, new scents.
From all over the world.
Yes.
So
yeah, this collection is inspired by cultural traditions, rituals, botanicals from all around the world, and we are super excited to dive into them with you guys today.
Yeah. So if this is your first live or first fragrance launch live, definitely feel free to ask any questions at any time. We will do our best to answer them. We also have some wonderful CandleScience team members in the chat, so keep an eye out for answers from them as well.
Yes.
A little bit of housekeeping. We are also giving away 3 of these collections today.
Yes.
So, Casper, could we please get the rules? So these are the giveaway rules. Pretty basic. You can only enter while the live is live. So if you're on a rewatch, I'm so sorry, but they have been won. Right. And please give us a valid email address, because that is how we will be reaching out to you.
Yes.
So.
And we are giving away, let you cut back, Casper. So we have fragrance flights for this collection. And so you get all 8 scents in the spring summer collection. They're 1-ounce bottles. Yeah. A wonderful way to experience all of these gorgeous scents. And so we'll be giving away 3 of them. Okay. Beautiful.
Why not?
Yeah.
And hey, Long Island. Sorry. And they are also on sale during the launch. So the flights are 50% off?
Correct. And that's going to be through January 27th. So be sure to grab yours, so that way you can go ahead and start testing if you want to play with some blends, that sort of thing. The flights are so handy for that, and the flights are 50% off during this sale period. So super great deal.
Love it. And the giveaway link is in the description here, so you can enter at any time. You only have to enter once.
Yes.
And we'll just kind of randomly give them away, so keep an eye out. I mean, on that note, let's get started.
Yeah, let's start talking about these. So, you want to go first?
I do.
Okay.
Mindful Morning. I don't know if there are any matcha fans out there, but we do also have a matcha and bergamot that I think is a little bit sweeter, or a little punchier maybe than this one.
Yeah, this one, so this fragrance is so beautiful and bright, has a creamy element. So I think that's what sets it apart from matcha and bergamot for those who are familiar with it, because while this is still very aromatic, I would say the matcha and bergamot leans a bit more citrus. And so if you're looking for a true matcha, this is the fragrance that you want.
Definitely a little greener, that grass, green leaves, almond, green tea. Right. I love a little hint of violet, gotta say. This one I would try if you are looking for something a little bit more grounding as well. I would try Mindful Morning. It does, kind of true to its name, kind of invite you to just relax a little bit. I would say that this could be a spa scent as well.
It definitely could, and this is inspired by Japanese tea rituals. As we know, matcha comes from that. And so this really, I'm going to grab one of the samplers we have, is just so gorgeous. It's got a bit of a grassiness that you would expect from matcha, but then it has with that coconut in the heart, and then the vanilla in the base. It really just like smooths all of that out in such a beautiful and pleasing way. And I love this scent because you can use it in all of the applications that you might want, whether you're making candles, soaps, room sprays, diffusers, and even more. So thank you. I'll take a sniff.
Always test in your product.
Yes.
As you know by now, or should know by now, the difference in a scent can vary from straight out of the bottle, then onto a blotter strip, and then in your end product, be it candles, soaps, lotions, whatever you're making. This one doesn't change too much.
That one seemed pretty true. When you smell it on the blotter strip, I feel like the grass is a little more predominant, which makes sense as a top note. You're going to usually smell that a little bit more strongly. But when you smell it in the wax, then you get some of those middle and base notes really blooming, if you will. And that is such a stunning scent. We do have a soap that was made with Mindful Morning. This is a cold process soap. I'll just hold it up. Thank you.
We have so many angles.
Yeah, let me just put it where you guys can see it. So as you can see, it does turn brown. So if you can work that into your soap designs, then this is a great fragrance to consider for soaps But yeah, this is a fragrance I think performs really well in all sorts of applications.
Yeah, I do think for a matcha latte that this would be a little bit more true to life than
I would
matcha and
say
bergamot.
this to me seems like a drink,
Yeah.
a beautiful green drink.
So I did see someone ask here, yeah, I would try this.
Yes.
There are some things that you could maybe add to it to make it a little bit creamier, milkier.
Yeah, I guess it
things like
depends
that.
on, are you really trying to capture that grassy green sort of characteristic of matcha, or do you want to, lean into the latte a bit more?
Yeah.
So that's where your blending and tweaking your fragrances can allow you to customize based on what you're looking for, maybe what one of your customers is looking for. But I feel like this fragrance is on its own gorgeous, but then also could certainly be modified a little bit.
Yeah, sweet vanilla caramel, perhaps, if you want to sweeten it.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it, but I have heard that it's very good, so that is on my list.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Casper.
Yeah, and so we want to go from Japan and travel across to Africa, to Tanzania specifically, for Moonlit Silk. And this scent is a stunning gourmand, but it has more going on with it than just your typical sort of gourmand. It has a very predominant, to my nose at least, rice note. However, you have a lot of other beautiful notes such as peach, grass, bergamot, and sugar in the top of this. So then when you get into the middle notes with rice, then there's another little instance of violet here, plus some milk.
I'm liking it.
And then the coconut and the sandalwood, sorry, getting tripped up over that word,
Sandalwood.
sandalwood, really makes this a very complex scent. So while it technically lives in the gourmand fragrance family, this fragrance is very sophisticated, somewhat spa-like even too, And I don't know if you have any thoughts on Moonlit Silk and like what your impressions are of it.
I love the name too.
Yeah, it's very evocative. Tanzania is a really beautiful country in Africa, and I feel like this fragrance picks up on rice as a crop that's from that region of the world. Plus, Tanzania is known for beautiful landscapes, and I feel like the grass, the florals, that picks up on those parts of that location. And they come together in a way that it's very calming.
Yeah.
I feel like in Moonlit Silk. I might have already said it, but it's sort of like spa-like in some ways while also being a gourmand. So I think that's a really unique and interesting take on a fragrance.
I think the weight of it comes out better in the candle.
Okay.
I get a little bit more of that like top note of grass here. So out of the bottle, it might be a little, for me
sniff
anyway.
that again.
I think it like deepens a bit in the product, but I would say that this is one of our more sophisticated, unique, complex scents.
Yes.
That might not be for everyone. It's definitely for me. I like it.
I like it a lot too. Yeah.
But it,
we're on the same page there.
It's a little bit conceptual. What does the moon smell like, if not cheese? So I do think that the
this
vibes
does not
are right
smell
here.
like cheese at all, by the way. No cheese in it.
This is a lovely, lovely transportive scent, and I have not smelled many things like it.
No, yeah, that was the
That's
thing.
actually
It was like, while it's a gourmand, there is a savory sort of element to as well. I'm trying to think. So in terms of other rice fragrances that we already have in the line, there's like the
Rice, milk, and oats.
Rice, milk, and oats, which that is your more traditional sweet sort of gourmand. Moonlit Silk is not that. You would never confuse those two fragrances, smelling them side by side, because this one with the, especially I would say with some of that peach and the sugar, and then the floral note of violet there in the middle, that takes this fragrance in a totally different kind of direction than rice, milk, and oats. So if you liked rice, milk, and oats because you're looking for a rice note in general, since that's a trending sort of fragrance that we've seen recently and are expecting that to continue to be a popular sort of scent, this one also I feel like sort of goes into territory that could be like for perfume, right?
Oh yeah.
I feel like this is a very wearable kind of scent too, in addition to it being great candidate for home fragrance. So
absolutely, I would wear this on my skin, no problem.
Yeah.
We also have some kind of, if you wanted to play with the name or the branding, there are some things that you can do with something like, a moonlit jar, something like that. You can play with textures, you can play around with finishes, things like that. We have some matte finishes, some shine.
Right.
So if leaning into those types of things is something you want to do, I definitely say go for it. It's a lot of fun to play around with that.
Yeah, this is where you can get creative and interpret some of these fragrances that are not always as literal as others.
Yeah.
You know, to make it fit for a collection that you're developing or a concept that you just might generally have and want to explore. So,
and there are some here that are very literal. You are going to know exactly what they
right.
are.
That is a great point. This one, you have some creative latitude, which is always fun.
It can be whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah. And Moonlit Silk is another fragrance that you can use in all of the typical applications that I think many of y'all are interested in making products around. So love the fact that you could certainly, like this one in particular being one that I think would go so well in lotion. Obviously then like room sprays, candles. So if you were looking to kind of have like a suite of different products make available in a given scent, Moonlit Silk is a beautiful candidate for that purpose.
And I think leaning into the silk part of that with the lotion and the spray could be a really fun way to take it.
Totally.
I'm going to write that down for me.
Yes.
You can do that too.
Right.
All right, we have our third fragrance before our first giveaway. So make sure to enter the giveaway link in the description. Ooh, I like this one.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that like I don't like the other ones. I really like
excited about this one.
So Mineral Drift. I love a good salty water scent. But this one has some really, really fun notes that I wouldn't expect to find, like a top note of apple. So this is a marine ozonic scent, as I would hope the name implies. And this is, I don't know how to quite describe this one, because it's not like the Seldomaire's, it's not like the High Tide. The sea salt is definitely there, but it is more of a relaxing scent. I think all of actually, for a global collection, this would really help me de-stress from traveling. I really, really like this scent. It's kind of giving bathhouse, sauna, spa. And again, safe for all applications, candle, soap, lotion, room spray, perfume diffuser. I'm sure some others as well. You would just have to check the IFRA document.
Yes, yeah. And I think the thing about Mineral Drift, as I'm smelling on the blotter strip here, is so the presence of leather in the base of this one. So this fragrance has bergamot, eucalyptus, and apple in the top notes. Got marine, lavender, sea salt in the mid notes, and then leather and cedarwood in the base. And to my nose, that leather is something that in our other sort of marine fragrances that we have, that's not present. So that's in my mind what makes this smell a little bit different. So when you compare it to, like Dana said, Seldomare, High Tide, I feel like I'm forgetting another major one. Let me see if I have that. Sea minerals, right? Totally different. So yes, in that same overall family and category, but the presence of, I think, the lavender in the middle notes too. The lavender, at least on the blotter strip, pops on to my nose.
For me, this shifts a little bit.
It does.
For me.
Okay, so lavender's a little less strong, at least in wax. But the presence of that, I think, again, adds to the complex character that you experience here with Mineral Drift.
Yeah.
And let's see, compared to Coastal Cottage.
You all know I love.
I'll say you are the expert
Coastal Cottage.
On Coastal Cottage. It's a gorgeous scent. I would say that one to me is more airy.
Yes, absolutely. Windows open. And this is closed sauna, if that makes sense. Yeah. This one, I think Mineral Drift is possibly a little bit more Mediterranean.
For sure. And if we're going to assign sort of gender to some of these fragrances, I feel like Mineral Drift leans a bit more masculine. Would you say that Coastal Cottage maybe leans a little more feminine, if we're going to use that framework?
Especially for body care, I would say. I would wear that, no problem. But that is also a very handsome man wearing Mineral Drift. Coastal Cottage does have, so it also has the sea salt and bergamot, but it has peony and mint. So it's a little bit, I would also say lighter, not in terms of strength, but in just terms of like how it makes you feel. Like emotionally, Coastal Cottage evokes a little bit of a brighter mood, and Mineral Drift is a little bit more cozy, I'd say.
I would say so. I see a question in the chat about asking about how does Mineral Drift compare, there you go, or sorry, to Ocean Breeze. I'm going to pull up Ocean Breeze.
Great question.
I used to use that fragrance a lot in my candles, and I know it well, and at the same time I want to look at the actual notes to see if we can like pinpoint why this is different, because they are different.
Yeah.
For sure. No doubt about it. There's a certain, so while Mineral Drift is fresh, it has a really grounded quality to it. And in my mind, and to my nose, Ocean Breeze is also very fresh, but it has a different sort of character to it. And so I think because Ocean Breeze has a cotton note to it, I believe it's cotton blossom in the base of that one, that changes sort of the complexion of that scent when you compare it to Mineral Drift.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's go put this on a blotter just so we can really compare side
I haven't
by
smelled
side.
Ocean Breeze in a while because it's been winter.
True, and this was
I
such
feel like it's
a
been winter
popular
forever.
fragrance for me for many, many years with my first business. And this to me, so Ocean Breeze has kind of a laundry.
Ooh, I can smell it from here.
Yeah, a laundry sort of quality.
Yeah, a little bit more floral too. Still really nice.
It is beautiful.
forgot.
Yeah, it always depends on like what you're going for with a fragrance as to why you might choose one scent from a fragrance family than another. So yeah, comparing these two. When I say that this is more earthy than Ocean Breeze, I don't mean that it smells like, petrichor or anything like that by any stretch.
Rocks.
But it rocks. And even though the rawness of like the cedar wood, that part of Mineral Drift, I think, is what really sets this apart. And again, you would have no confusion between these scents side by side.
No. I would say that they could all also, if you wanted to, they could exist within the same line. They're close, but if you have an aquatic themed line or if you are going for a very beachy or oceanic vibes, there are places for all of these things to exist separately.
Right. Yeah, because I would say across all of the different sort of marine and ozonic scents we have, they're all different enough, you know. They each have some sort of quality that makes them stand out and makes them different. I remember we got some questions about like lavender driftwood and mineral drift because you do have some similar notes there. And again, the presence of the leather, I would say, in the mineral drift makes that, again, stand alone in terms of it being a really complex and sort of multifaceted water and salty sort of scent.
Does well in cold process as well for all of you soapers out there. Looks pretty nice to me.
Yeah, slightly tan, but not a whole lot of discoloration, so a very workable sort of
I was just going to say workable.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's okay.
That's the word that we use, so that is accurate.
Sea and Stone, I think, is a little wetter, and I hope you know what I mean by that. But Sea and Stone, to me, has always given a little bit more like seaweed or sea
and even the stone
greenery.
part of it, too. I mean, that's why we named it Sea and Stone. There is a quality that... mineralic is not the right word exactly,
but I know what you mean.
So this is a tough thing about describing fragrances.
I know. I wish you could smell them. Well, someone's about to win one, so then you can tell us how you feel about it. But so for Sea and Stone, again, lovely. Also, I feel like this is the Sea and Stone jar. This also works for Mineral Drift, but I love this. I don't know if you can tell I like gray.
Yeah. Like a good mix between our sweaters
this
today.
This is very, it's cute.
But yeah, this is one of our bubble tumbler jars in stone.
So, okay. Peppercorn, sea salt, pear. I can never say.
Aldehyde.
Yes.
So I think that might be. So with the Sea and Stone,
that's what it was.
The aldehyde in the top notes. That to me is what kind of makes me think of like rocks, stones.
The labdanum, which I love, a good labdanum note. Freesia grass, patchouli, and cedar. So also a little more, not aromatic, but smokier without the smoke, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but thank you for playing along. So yeah, I very different enough to exist on their own.
Exactly. Yeah, we sure do have a lot of gorgeous, oceanic.
Who doesn't love the ocean? She's beautiful. Scares me.
Love it. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm terrified of the ocean.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our first giveaway. We'll give you just a few more seconds to enter. If you've already entered, you only have to enter once this whole time. And then the lovely Casper will go ahead and choose a winner. And again, just be sure that you do give us a valid email. That is how we will get in contact with you. And you will be winning a whole flight of all of these fragrances. All right.
All right, almost
Time
there.
is up. Who do we have?
And the winner is...
Caitlin?
Congrats.
Congratulations. Please let us know what you think of them once you use them. And if you have any questions while you're testing, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to help.
Yes. Yeah.
Congrats.
All right. You ready for the next fragrance?
I am, because I'm hungry.
Yes. It is lunchtime where we are right now. So when we are done with this, it's time to eat. And Golden Churro is the next fragrance, and you can see why we were thinking about food, because this is 100% a gourmand sweet treat. This fragrance, obviously gourmand in terms of the fragrance families. And this scent starts off with cinnamon, nutmeg, and coconut in the top notes. And it's these middle notes to me that are so good, with butter, fried dough, and chestnut. And I feel like this, those notes help this scent really capture like that sort of crispy, dry, fried element of what you would expect in a scent called Golden Churro. And it finishes up too with praline, chocolate, tonka, and vanilla in the base, which I like how there's like, you can, and to my nose, like pick up a little bit of that chocolate in there that just helps to like really round out Golden Churro and just make it so scrumptious.
I'm getting a little bit more chocolate on the blotter than in the candle.
Yes. Yeah, like getting a lot of cinnamon chocolate and like the dough on the blotter strip. But,
the candle is doughier. So I don't want anyone out there to expect like the 3-foot-long Disney churro scent. That's not what this is. It's delicious, but that's not what this is.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that scent.
You're bringing me back.
Okay, let's get on memory lane for you, Dana.
Fun fact, I will not speak ill of the Walt Disney Company and their conglomerates, but they use a lot of scent throughout their worlds to entice people to come on in. And I would say that if you are eating like a lot of commercial churros, they might be sweeter than what this candle is.
All right, that's helpful.
So I would say that this is definitely a little bit more, it's doughier. And that chestnut, I think, gives it a well-rounded.
I agree, yeah.
Like I do want to eat it.
Yes, definitely very delectable. Makes my mouth water a little bit. I do like how, though, the cinnamon and nutmeg, they still pop, you know, like oftentimes with churros, they are rolled in like a cinnamon sugar and that sort of thing. And so you're getting that element as well. So this is another like really just beautifully crafted scent, in my opinion, in terms of just you got a lot of beautiful notes that are very harmonious together and create,
The more I smell it, I wasn't so sure out of the bottle when I first smelled this because there's a lot going on there.
Right.
But once you get up in it, it kind of evens out really, really well. And I think that like the butter and the praline also give it a well-rounded snack. This one is not lotion safe, perfume safe, or diffuser safe. And by safe, I am talking about IFRA mostly, and there are some performance issues as well. But
yeah, and a lot of times if you are curious to know what the usage rates are, you always want to check out the IFRA sheets that you can find on each fragrance's page on our website. A lot of times, either the fragrance like just can't be used at all for a given application, or the percentage in terms of the fragrance load that you would be using is so low that we have found that it isn't very effective. And I'm thinking kind of reed diffusers as a good example, because sometimes you'll see on an IFRA sheet that you could use a fragrance at 3 or 5% in a reed diffuser, but a lot of times you want 15, 20, 25% for that sort of product. And so
you want to be able to smell it.
You want to be able to smell it. Of course, you're always welcome to test if you find that a scent works at a much lower percentage and it passes your own testing. That's great, right? But that's why sometimes you'll see we have fragrances that we don't recommend for all sorts of applications because of that reason. So, but yeah, the Golden Churro, that was, and I think, I'm not sure if we mentioned with Mineral Drift that was inspired by the Mediterranean, if you're connecting these scents back to like different locations in the world, and Golden Churro is inspired by Spain.
And I can
that is the home of churros, the original home of churros.
Oh, churros are so good.
Yeah.
I can show you as well, Casper, if I could have the Mac screen up. I can show you how to find
That's a great idea.
the IFRA and the usage recommendations. So also fragrance notes and a lot of really, really great information, as well as what these fragrances blend well with.
Yes.
So, more praline. That would be really good, actually. So here, if you just scroll down on the product page, you will find a lot of information here, safety sheets, allergen statements, but the IFRA certificate is what you're going to look at to decide how much can be used in which application. This will list the maximum usage level, not necessarily what you want to use. For example, technically, it is safe to use 100% fragrance oil in candles, incense, air freshening crystals, liquid solids. You wouldn't want to do that. So to find out what you might want to start testing with, I would recommend the recommended applications. So this will show you kind of the range as to where you should start your testing.
Because in no world would you want to use 100% fragrance oil in a candle, because that's not a candle then.
Yeah, that is not great. But it will show you the maximum that IFRA says that you are allowed to use, and we listen to IFRA.
Yes, and yeah, and then there's always that factor of like with waxes and other bases, there are going to be maximum amounts that those bases can hold in terms of fragrance, and so that's why you'll see some differences between the numbers sometimes that show up on the IFRA sheet versus what we recommend on the product pages, because like many waxes, you're going to cap out at 10, 12%. For container candles and that sort of thing. If you use more fragrance than that, the wax just simply cannot hold it all, right, and keep from sweating and that sort of stuff. So quick little kind of primer on
go buy your product
loads.
For sure.
Right, exactly.
So this cannot be used in diffusers, unfortunately. So no lotion, diffusers, or a secret third thing. Sorry. There we go.
Perfume would be that other item. Yep.
This would be very fun. I hope you do that and show us, please.
I can just imagine having those like wax melts in like a little, paper. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Like a pouch.
Yes.
Like how they actually serve
like to wrap
churros.
them. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, I would love that.
Yeah. Ooh, especially if, I don't know, like some sort of like mica to sort of dust them with to emulate like the cinnamon sugar,
I want to see that from you. Please let us know how that
goes.
goes.
Please tag us if you do that, because that is a brilliant idea.
And this is another one that I would say differs pretty, I would try this one in a product. I do think it differs pretty largely between the product and right out of the bottle.
Yeah, I mean, we always want to, smell the caps or smell the bottles, like that's just your kind of first impression that most of us like to take when we are checking out a fragrance. But ultimately, you definitely want to use blotter strips to help you evaluate a fragrance, and then always putting it in whatever base you're considering as part of your testing product or process, because that is going to show you exactly, how the fragrance smells in its final form. And there can certainly be some differences between the notes that you pick up based on a blotter strip, as you can see, versus like when we're sniffing candles, there will be some changes that happen. No changes. It's just, again, different facets of the fragrances make themselves like more apparent. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Nice.
So let's see. So moving on. Yeah, from Spain. Oh, sorry. One quick thing. Let's show the soap before we get too ahead of ourselves.
Ooh, it's brown.
White brown. Yeah.
It looks like a churro. So yeah, there's quite a bit of
discoloration there, but I feel like you could like lean into that a bit. Again, with the soap design and that sort of stuff. I forget what fragrance load we use in soaps, so that might have some bearing too, depending on how much fragrance you use, as to how much browning and tan sorts of colors come out in these scents.
It looks like maybe 4%.
Okay, all right. So that's a pretty typical fragrance load for cold processed soap. Okay, thanks for flagging that for us, Casper. So from Spain.
Sorry.
Oh,
sorry. One more quick question. We're still in Spain.
That's okay. We're here to answer your questions. Let me slow down.
So this is going to depend largely on the base product that you're using, as well as the individual fragrance. So I would check both of the instructions for those things. If you're using something like our lotion base that has, I think it's like 0.5%.
Yeah, half of a percent.
Yeah,
so it's a pretty small fragrance load if you're used to making things like candles, for instance. So it takes a lot less in that sort of application, plus the fact it's going on your body. That's another factor in having a lower fragrance load. Perfumes, though, those are typically, with an alcohol-based perfume, that's usually like a 25% fragrance load. So,
and then just check IFRA to make sure that you're not over or like maxing it out.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm excited for the next one.
Okay, so we're going to go from Spain and hop over to France.
Oui, oui.
Yes. This is Dahlia Noir, and this is a fragrance that is inspired by Parisian nights, kind kind of moonlit and midnight blooms. And this is a gorgeous floral scent, as you might guess from it being named after the beautiful Dahlia. And this fragrance is, to me, so gorgeous and luxe. And so the top notes of orange blossom, ozone, and orange are just stunning off the bat. But for me, it's the middle notes of the tuberose, muguet, which is also lily of the valley. So muguet is the French word for lily of the valley.
So on brand.
Yes, exactly. Very aligned for a fragrance that's inspired by France. And then, of course, the Dahlia is in the middle. So this, I just personally love the tuberose.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of that. And then it's finished off with the kind of moody base with musk, patchouli, and amber. And so that's where the noir aspect comes out in my mind.
Yes, it's very femme fatale. This might be it's my second favorite, actually, but I think that this is a sure winner already.
Yeah.
I feel like I can make that call at this point.
Right.
It's hard to not like it. It really is. I almost like it better out of the bottle.
Oh, really? Okay.
Than in the candle. Because I think that I think that orange, just a tinge of it. But this is beautiful.
Yeah, and this is a fragrance, even though it's in our spring and summer collection here, it absolutely has year-round appeal.
Yes.
I feel like you could use this scent in so many different kinds of interpretations, but also you absolutely, I know Valentine's Day is, under a month away now, but if you're looking to maybe do a limited edition scent or
100%.
a special for your in-person markets, this is a gorgeous candidate for a floral that I think would have larger appeal, because sometimes florals can be a bit polarizing. People love them or hate them, and this one is so sophisticated, and with the addition of the musk and the patchouli in the base, which P.S. the patchouli is not.
Don't be scared.
Yeah. You're not picking it out. It's one of those things where kind of in concert, when all of these notes are playing together in a fragrance.
It's beautiful.
You don't pick it out individually, but together it's all so gorgeous.
There's almost nothing in this candle that hits you first.
Right.
Which is also really nice, but it is so romantic. It is. I would.
Romantic.
I know.
Do you know
Tis
the
the
song?
season. Yeah.
The Charlie XCX song.
Casper, can we spin up a playlist?
Yeah.
Please? But yeah, I think that this would be. I used to do blackcurrant and absinthe.
Ooh.
For Valentine's.
Right.
It's a little sensual, a little darker. This might replace it. This will replace it this year. I will say that. Beautiful. Ooh.
Yeah. And this is a fragrance that you can use in all the applications that your heart desires, if we're going to play with the sort of Valentine's romance theme.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, candles, soaps, lotions, room sprays, perfumes, diffusers. A beautiful fragrance for a full kind of collection if you're somebody who goes beyond candles and has flameless home fragrance products in your line, and if you do bath and body products in your line. Yeah, I feel like this scent in all of those is beautiful, because sometimes, and you'll see some of the fragrances that are coming down the pike here, there are a few that maybe you wouldn't necessarily want to wear that fragrance.
So true.
Right?
Yeah, churro might be one, but
Maybe.
I'm not here to judge.
Right.
But you can smell like a delicious treat.
Exactly, but this fragrance absolutely lends itself so well to wearable fragrance in addition to home fragrance.
Yeah, I would ask what you were wearing if you were wearing this.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I relate that a lot. Yeah, the next one is the opposite, but let's show it in soap.
Yeah, sorry, I was just realizing
first.
getting used to showing off soaps. Let me hold this out here. So there's a little bit of discoloration with Dahlia Noir, but potentially workable, especially if you're using any sort of micas to color your soaps. I think you can certainly work with that amount of discoloration. And again, we were using 3 to 4% in these soap samples that came from our lab when they were testing them.
So, and we are trying to get as many notes, coming down the line to help with those decisions, especially the further we expand into bath and body care and things like that. So there's a lot coming. Down the
and
line.
with Dahlia Noir too. I mean, Dahlia is not a fragrance note that we've had in our collection, so it's exciting to have that addition in terms of just more floral options that aren't your usual run-of-the-mill rose and the expected sorts of scents.
It could even be positioned as a zinnia fragrance if you want. There are some things you can do with it, but I also happen to think that Dahlia Noir is just such a good name.
It truly is.
I'm biased because CandleScience named it, but
right. It's a very evocative
like
name, though.
Yes.
I don't know. I just
Big
you
fan.
can come up with a bunch of different sort of like visuals and branding to support it when you're designing your products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now we are going on the opposite end of the floral spectrum.
Yes.
With Meadow Light.
Yes.
We come from noir to the light.
Right. From the dark side to the light side.
Yes. We're out of Sith regions.
Right.
So Meadow Light is very opposite in a lot of ways to Dahlia Noir, but still beautiful. It is almost a straight up floral, truly. Definitely leans more spring. But again, this to me, especially if it's for body care, can be year round.
For sure, yeah. And this was inspired by, like, in my mind, like being out in the Cotswolds of England. So imagine yourself walking in a field with daisies and other flowers. It has that lightness and brightness in terms of the mood that this fragrance evokes. And yeah, thanks to the top notes of the bergamot and lemongrass, it creates that brightness right off the bat. And then in the heart is where you're going to encounter some floral notes.
Yep.
Daisy being a new note within the CandleScience collection, or rather library of fragrances, and along with rose and orange blossom and a little touch of honey. Yeah. It imparts a really nice like sweetness with these florals. And then nice. In the base we've got some amber, musk, and cedarwood to help kind of ground some of those lighter sorts of notes. And I feel like this is such a pleasing sort of floral fragrance. Sorry, I'm just like thinking as I
know, we're just sitting here. Just join us as we silently smell things.
Yes, I mean, I know you all get it. I like to sniff our fragrances and go to our happy place.
I wish you could see like our thoughts as we smell these. I like this one much better in a candle. Okay. Only because on the blotter strip, it reminds me of a perfume that I used to have and can no longer find. So it's not that I don't like it, it's that I'm mad at it. No, I cannot for the life of me. It smells really good. Okay. But there's something, I don't know, there's something so kind of fresh.
Literally, that's exactly what as I was sniffing, I was like, this is so fresh.
Yeah. So it does, I would definitely use this for body care, but also we do have, like that to me is like what I'm seeing.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm influenced by the photo we have on the fragrance page where you've got like the golden glow of the sunlight, you know, across the daisies, but it's a happy fragrance, you know, I mean.
It is.
Just in terms of like, what kind of mood does it put you in?
Happy.
I feel happy.
This is a mood booster.
I want to go like skip through a field.
It's a frolicking scent.
Yes,
it is a frolicking scent for sure. And some alternate names for this one that we're kind of throwing around before landing on it was Meadow Daisy, Flower Crown, and Blooming Meadow. So although I will say that this is not a super grassy scent.
No.
This is not, I want to say, garden true to life. This is definitely more of the feeling that you get as you were walking through a sunlit garden or meadow. Right. And you can use it in pretty much anything. And I would.
Yeah.
Personally.
Right.
You can and you should. Also in soap, not too bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of also giving its namesake. There, it's light. Light discoloration. Looks pretty good. Yeah, that one, that is one of our happier scents, I will say.
And I will say it definitely fits, you know, into springtime. So, you know, if you're thinking ahead to your springtime candles and want to try something that, you know, especially if you've had like maybe more grassy scents in the past and you're looking to change things up a bit, I think this is a really strong contender. Because, people are thinking about also for like Mother's Day. I could see that being a nice fragrance for a candle that is centered on, Mother's Day sort of thing. 100%. Let's see, soft meadow air. Yes, yeah.
That's what I should have said.
Yeah,
thank you,
right. Thank you, Jessie.
I think you put it better than I could have. But yeah, also, bottle it up.
I need it.
Give me more.
Yes, please.
But yes, this is, like, we're giggling about it. I don't know, like, I would say yes, absolutely. Look, everyone does it. Okay.
Yes. I mean, that is why I, like, got into making candles. I love fragrance, so we're in the right place.
And it happens a lot. It does. It happens a lot. And you know what? Let's take a little break to give some more away. So if you have not yet, go ahead and enter. And I saw a question that came up that I'll answer in 22 seconds. All right, let's see. All right, scents for the bros.
Definitely Mineral Drift, like we mentioned.
Mineral Drift, I would say, is probably the most directly masculine scent in this line. There are two down here that I don't think will work. So
I could see maybe the last one possibly.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that in a minute. But in terms of fragrances that I think most people would immediately kind of categorize as a more sort of manly guy, masculine scent, Mineral Drift of the ones we've covered so far.
Yeah. Especially for like personal care. Moonlit Silk perhaps as well. But we do have a ton of really, really great masculine scents, and I'm a big fan of them.
Do you
I
want
believe
to show them after we do the giveaway?
Yes.
Because we have a fragrance finder that one of the categories is masculine. So if you're looking for fragrances of that nature, you can easily find them all on our site.
Yes. But let's see who won the whole collection.
Frida! Congrats!
Yay! I love the confetti.
I do too.
So, congratulations. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, anything in between.
Yeah, we always want your honest feedback.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, I'm so excited for you to start experimenting with those. So as soon as you get that email, we will send them out to you.
yes.
Nice. Okay, so
Fragrance
let's
finder.
see. Casper, could I please have the Mac? Thank you so much. All right, so here we are at our fragrance finder. To find it, you can go to Fragrance Oils, Fragrance Oil Finder, and it will bring you here. We do also have this fun little search function where you can type literally anything and it will certainly give you options. Sometimes they're a little wacky. A lot of times they are right on point. You can really, really have fun with that search function. But you can also do it manually by season, by categories, by fragrance notes, fragrance details, as well as application. And for all you soap makers, acceleration and discoloration as well. And we are trying to update that as quickly as possible.
Yeah, because we have, I think, almost 300 fragrances at this point.
Yeah,
this tool
we're
is
so close.
so handy to be able to sort through things, because while I have certainly over the years scrolled through all of them, poking around, it is really helpful to be able to, if you already have an idea of what you're looking for to some degree, to be able to quickly narrow down all the choices. And so Dana just clicked on masculine. And so there we go. We've got 30 different scents that are categorized as more masculine types of fragrances.
Now, these are 30, you know, kind of olfactory approved masculine scents. Do I think that there are more? Probably.
True.
You know, like it's really, really a personal preference. But if you are looking for some building blocks or a place to start, I would start with one of these 30 for sure. Caribbean Teakwood is a big favorite. Dry Gin and Cypress is fun. I like High Tide for Bath and Body, but
I also like Library too. Library and Leather as well, both. They just have a richness to them and complexity that's really appealing.
Yeah, thank you. Perfect.
Nice.
So that is a tool to use.
All right. All right, so 6 down.
Yeah.
2 to go.
It's about to get fruity. Here we go.
It's about to get fruity. All right, so for treating this like a travel adventure, we're flying across the Atlantic Ocean, and now we're landing in the Caribbean.
Yes, which I wish we were.
In the middle of January, I'd love to be in a sunny, warm place right about now, especially because they're calling for some big snow apparently later this week. So
we need this.
So anyway, we're going to focus on the warm and sunshiny sorts of fragrances like Papaya Paradise, which, as the name implies, is a fruit fragrance. Now, this scent, I started smelling it for the first time in like a few weeks, and it is so yummy. So this scent starts with pear, pineapple, a little bit of plum, and orange in the top. And then we've got the papaya heart along with muguet once more. So a little floral touch through Lily of the Valley along with the peach. And then the praline. I feel like, so a lot of times these sort of tropical fruit scents, I know in the past, cloying, saccharine are words that come to my mind. They can just be so intensely sweet, right? This scent, though, has some sophistication to it. And I think that's partly because of like the praline there, the little touch of the floral in the middle. So it's still bright, lovely. Like you understand that you are smelling a fruity scent when you smell Papaya Paradise. But, smell this. It, and I would say even like on the blotter strip, it's incredibly bright. it mellows a bit in the candle.
sure.
And I'm imagining, if I'm trying to remember back to when we were smelling the testers burning
burns
in our
like,
lab,
yeah.
that there was a bit more of like a richness to it. So that brightness had some balance.
Yeah.
Thanks to those middle and base notes as well.
It's not like a papaya candy or dessert or anything like that, even though there are some of those notes that might lean that way. I do think that this is, it's papaya, absolutely, but there is a lot of paradise in it as well. So it's not a super
Papaya and vacation vibes.
Yes,
you know?
I can taste it, but also I definitely get the beach vibe. But it's not like a pina colada scent or something like that.
Right. And this is a fragrance that you can use in all of the applications. Whoops, let me not knock the soaps around. So yeah, candles, soaps, reed diffusers, lotions, perfume. I'm leaving something out. I think, did I not say room spray? But again, yeah, we have our like usual list of all of the different applications. And this is one that I could just also see, you know, easily used in bath and body, skincare type products, along with your home fragrance items.
Absolutely.
Very appealing for spring and summer, and then also for folks who just love, even in wintertime, like this time of year, I enjoy, you know, some citrus and other sorts of fragrances in my home to try to brighten.
I like to trick my brain.
Exactly, yeah. It is very necessary. For sure.
This will do it, but it is not going to be so in your face that, you know, you're eating a watermelon or something like that.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. And also, yeah, it does give tropical vacation vibes for sure.
Yeah, so if you want a getaway,
and
a candle or other sort of form, this is a great choice. Yeah.
I am seeing too that muguet in quite a few things, and I think, for me anyway, Lily of the Valley is a really good kind of binding scent. I use sandalwood a lot. If something's missing something, I put sandalwood in it.
Yeah.
And it usually helps. But yeah, you know, this is why we're here.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
100%. And this, I think, is my favorite container for this because it's so cute. And it's definitely the most papaya
that's
candle
awfully
we have.
close, you know, I think, to the color of that, like, gorgeous, rich orange sort of shade that papayas offer.
Because the inside of a papaya is not great aesthetically, but it does smell amazing. Truly.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the comments to see if there's anything.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we answered
Pretty
any
good.
questions on that front.
Yeah, if you have any questions about
drop them in the chat.
usage, blending, smell, we can definitely clarify anything you'd need.
If you're looking for ideas for containers, for candles that like coordinate with these fragrances, ask us and we will do our best to come up with some ideas for you.
We'll scramble.
Yeah.
We'll do it for you.
We're good on the fly.
Yeah. But the last one, I think, it might be my favorite.
Oh, really?
I know.
Oh, okay.
Now, I think people might disagree with me here because it's not the most sophisticated fragrance in the line. I think it's the most fun.
True. And this is Fiesta Pineapple Margarita, inspired by the cuisine and drinks of Mexico.
Oh, so spicy. Oh, it's so spicy. I feel it. It kind of hurts.
So this one straddles in terms of fragrance families. We've got it both fruity, thanks to the pineapple, which is beautiful and bright, but then also this fragrance has a jalapeno note.
Does it?
It is incredible. So like if you enjoy jalapenos, which I do very much, that element of this fragrance is so incredibly realistic. It is just, opening up Dana's sinuses. But to go along to balance the pineapple and jalapeno, in the heart of this fragrance, we actually have some peach and starfruit as well. So layering some other fruit elements to it to make this more complex. And then once more, we're seeing praline pop up in the base of this scent with vanilla, caramel, and a bit of musk. But I would say the overall character, and I'm going to sniff that blotter strip one more time, just 'cause it's been a sec. It's bright.
And it's spicier in the candle.
So on the blotter strip, that pineapple really pops.
Yeah.
But then in the wax, that's where the jalapeno kind of shines. And oh my gosh, that actually almost smells like two different scents, to be perfectly honest. I'm sure though when this burns,
it's even hotter.
Right, but also I think some of the fruity notes probably have a chance to come out. But Ooh, in terms of the cold throw, I think this will like really catch people's, I was gonna say eyes, but it's their noses, right?
It'll really catch you by the nose.
Right.
Which is something we don't say enough.
No. It's kind of weird. But yeah, oh gosh, the jalapeno. That's also, that's a new note in the library as well. So excited because there is an overall trend towards these like sweet and spicy kinds of fragrances. Actually in fine fragrance, that's one place that's a trending sort of thing that we're starting to see more of. And people having a preference for that option in their home fragrance is why we wanted to bring a scent to market like this.
And the spice has been trending as well, but the spice in terms of heat, not like nutmeg, allspice, cinnamons, things like that.
Exactly. So yeah, we have a lot of gourmand adjacent spices, or truly like just gourmand spices. This one is much more savory, and it brings such a nice counterbalance to the sweet brightness of the pineapple and the other fruits. Really,
I can't stop though.
Right.
And that's amazing. I really, really like that. I did see another question here. Very different.
Oh yeah, because the mintiness of mojito. I mean,
it's cooling, where this is very energizing.
Right, very uplifting.
It wakes you up. In a really good way. I know I look like I'm about to tear up. Right. But I love this fragrance so much.
Okay, you hyping it so much. Like, I enjoyed the scent when we launched and everything.
If you don't like it, that's okay, Erin.
No, actually, I like it quite a bit now that I'm like revisiting it some more because it is beautiful. Because I mean, I do love pineapple scents, but because of the presence of the jalapeno and some of the other notes, like when we think about, say, like Jamaica Me Crazy, which is another very pineapple forward fragrance, this is very different. That one's so much more sweet, and while this certainly to me captures like that when you bite into some fresh pineapple, like how juicy it is. You got that, but then you've got the savory element of the jalapeno too that really just makes this very interesting. It's like it really just,
it's very interesting.
Intriguing
you're so
kind of
right.
fragrance. Yeah.
And one of my favorite all-time fragrances in our library is pineapple sage.
Oh yeah.
And people forget about it.
Right.
It's a little bit older. But I love it because it is that juicy pineapple with that kind of herbal note.
Right.
And I think that's why I like this so much.
Yeah, that's a good point. I had actually forgotten about pineapple sage, right?
It's
again, there's so many scents to keep up with. Because you've got the fruitiness, the what I would consider the aromatic quality of the sage. And honestly, jalapeno has kind of an aromatic quality to it as well, I would say. So yeah.
I know. I'm not going to be able to stop.
Right.
Great question. What can we blend with this to make it more elevated? Because right off the bat, it's spicy. It's fun. I believe we'd recommend Obsidian, which is very interesting. That would.
And so Obsidian with its like rum note. I'm trying to remember other parts of it. I think that would play well with the leather. Yeah. Ooh, that
Obsidian.
I think Casper might be grabbing us Obsidian because now I'm incredibly curious to see how those two might go together. Because to me, Obsidian, I forget when we were naming that fragrance, I feel like Pirates of the Caribbean was kind of coming up.
It's like Jack Sparrow coated.
Yeah. And
Don't
so
come for me, Disney.
Right. I can see how, that sort of feel because it does have a Caribbean sort of character to it. Would go really well with this one.
Yeah.
So, we can't find it. Okay.
We'll get back to you on that.
Yes.
We will test it out for sure. But also, I think like a smoked oud or something smoky could also possibly elevate it if you wanted to tone down that like alcohol, the margarita segment of it.
Sure.
You could do that as well.
And just knowing that there has been a general trend of like smoking cocktails, like adding smoke to beverage sorts of scents, because this is clearly a beveragey sort of fragrance. I think that could be a neat take on that trend in general. And then if you are creating candles and other products that are inspired by beverages and cocktails, that could really create a really interesting twist, I think, on this scent.
Literally.
Oh, true. Okay, I wasn't even trying
We're
to make
going real into cocktail
time.
lore here. I think that smoked oud would probably do that. So something like for this, for example, I definitely think that would work out. And we do have some boozy scents.
We have quite a few at this point. You could easily put together a collection that's centered on both mocktail and cocktail sorts
Yeah.
of fragrances. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. We've got cranberry prosecco. We've got Paloma.
Peach mango Bellini.
Yes.
Some kind of Bellini.
Yeah, no, it's peach mango Bellini
yes.
for sure. And
apple ginger spritz has actually.
Yes.
Ooh, and the Negroni.
yeah,
Oh, those
yeah.
have been
See,
good
there's
too.
no lack of options.
Yeah.
And here, it looks like we've got smoked oud if we want to try.
Let's try it because
I don't think I dipped this one. Okay.
I dip things way too much, so you're probably.
Okay, there is smoked oud, which I might have done a little too much considering its strength,
That's what we do here.
but
Is that?
it's okay. Did I?
Nope,
possibly?
I did.
Let's see. Okay, this is Ocean Breeze from earlier.
Oh, that's a lot.
Okay,
it's
so
a lot
maybe,
of smoked oud.
Maybe let's dip a little bit more of the pineapple.
But it's not bad.
Okay. Is this?
A smoked oud is.
Okay, we're just gonna put a little dip that much further to try
Yeah.
to create a little bit of balance. Okay.
I would also say smoked oud is a really good masculine scent as blending, but also on its own.
For sure.
Ooh, that does something.
Okay.
It's just so much.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, it really deepens it. Yeah, it might be one of those things because, again, we are not doing this precisely, even though there are lines on the blotter strips that can make it more helpful if you're trying to do like a larger proportion of a fragrance over another. In this case, you might not need that much smoked oud.
touch.
Yeah,
A touch of smoked oud.
But our general impression of it is like, there's something here.
There's something.
You can work with this. So again,
Had
just
we
finding-
used math,
Right.
it would have been out of the park.
Right. But yeah, that's, I like that idea. And I could definitely, I would definitely want to try Obsidian. So I'm going to go hunt that down after
Yeah.
we finish here because that one I think could be a real winner.
I probably lost it.
Or
it was probably
we have
me.
fragrances on the floor over here.
Yeah.
Somewhere down there.
And then in soap, the Fiesta pineapple margarita.
Get some discoloration,
tan.
kind of middle of the road.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I feel like I would like to wash my hands. I feel like this could be a fun hand soap, like
Yes.
in the summer. I don't know.
Yeah, this might be one
nice.
that like soap, maybe not lotion or
Yeah.
perfume so much because you can use this one again in all of the applications.
Yeah, I don't want to smell like it all the time, but a fun little burst
Right.
could be nice.
Exactly. Alrighty, you ready for the last giveaway?
Yes. All right. Last chance to enter the giveaway. You have 26 seconds. The link is in the description.
Yes.
And this is for the entire spring summer globally inspired collection. They're so fun.
Yeah.
These are really fun.
I'm curious. So since we've gone through all of them, I'd love to hear what is most intriguing to you, what you're most excited to
Yeah.
try.
Let us know.
Yeah, because again, the fragrance flights, even if you don't win one today, unfortunately we don't have enough to give out to everybody, but they are on sale for 50% off through the 27th, which is a week from today.
Coming
I believe.
up.
Yeah. You've got some time, but also no need to hesitate. Just go ahead
Yeah.
and get those together because it's time to be planning out your spring and summer collections and testing. And so it's always good to get your hands on these as soon as you can so you can
sure.
figure out what you're going to make with them.
Yeah. And a lot of these are also year round, I would
Right.
say. So, but spring, summer,
Yeah,
definitely.
you don't have to limit yourself, but we definitely have some great options here for those seasonal scents. And then you can always figure out what might have year-round appeal too for your customers.
All right,
All right, we
the
got a
last
winner.
winner is picked, who is Patrick. Congratulations. Awesome, Patrick. And again, please let us know what you think. And as y'all start using them, testing them, if you guys want to leave reviews, please do. We take those really, really to heart, just to make sure that we are giving the people what they want, indeed.
Yes.
So good, bad, ugly. However you feel about them, we would love to know.
Be honest, and also as a maker, I had always found reading reviews really helpful, because obviously with fragrances, we do our best to describe them and provide information, but until you smell them, right?
Yeah.
You can't always know how they're going to land. And so over the years, I've always enjoyed reading people's reviews to get their impressions too of a scent to help me kind of like narrow down some of my choices when I'm shopping.
Yeah. And on that note, take everything with a grain of salt. Every nose is different. I can't smell certain musks.
True. Scent is very subjective.
yeah.
We all experience it a little bit differently.
So your bestseller might be someone's least favorite scent. And it happens more than you'd think, actually.
Right.
But there's a target market out there for everyone. Truly.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. You guys are great. And then I will pop up a very handy chart if you wanted to take a screenshot.
Yeah.
This, as you decide what to make. So this is the entire spring summer line and what they are able to be used in. Poor golden churro. But I mean, that's okay. We don't really want a lotion, do we? You know, we'll be okay here. So all of this information is also on the product pages as you go through. And then actually, Casper, if I could have the Mac back one last time, I can show you. So when you go to CandleScience.com, this is the newest thing we have, so you can shop the entire collection right there. It brings you to this really fun page where you can shop by scent, and then it'll bring you down to its inspiration. You know, visuals can always help, and then you can just make your decision right there.
Yeah, and like Dana had mentioned earlier, I forget which fragrance we were talking about, there's alternative like name ideas for each fragrance on the product pages. So if you're not wanting to use the fragrance's name and want to get a little more creative, we've got some ideas there to spur like your brainstorming on that front, and also ideas for if you are someone who's into blending.
Yeah.
Our lab and our fragrance team has made suggestions about fragrances that might pair well with these if you're wanting to try to come up with some new scents just for your own products.
For sure. And the blending elements are also a great way to just add a little bit, something extra to differentiate your line.
Exactly.
But again, if you have any questions, forgot something, want to know more, send us a DM. You can reach out to our wonderful support system as well. I love them so much.
Yeah.
We are very, very always willing to help. But until then, I guess we'll see you next time.
Yeah, everybody have a great rest of your day, and thanks so much for joining us. We had so much fun.
We do. We always do.
Exactly.
We'll see
All right,
ya.
bye y'all.
Bye.